Do you wake up feeling a bit sluggish, even after what should have been a good night's sleep? Or perhaps you find your energy dips dramatically mid-morning, leaving you reaching for that second cup of coffee or a sugary biscuit just to keep going. It's a common experience, especially as we get a little older, and it often leaves us wondering why we feel drained when we haven't even really started the day. The painful reality is that many of us, without even realizing it, are unknowingly sabotaging our energy, our memory, and even our overall health right at the breakfast table. We might think we're making healthy choices, or perhaps we're just rushing. But the truth is, the very first meal of your day holds a secret power to either fuel your vitality or subtly chip away at it. In this video, we're going to gently uncover the 6 most common breakfast mistakes that seniors often make. And more importantly, we'll talk about simple, delicious swaps you can make to transform your mornings. By the end, you'll have practical, easy-to-follow advice that can truly make a difference in how you feel all day long. So, make sure you watch to the very end, because I've got a surprising tip that could totally change your morning routine and your long-term health. Let's dive right in with the first mistake. And it's one that might seem obvious, but it's incredibly common: skipping breakfast altogether. Life gets busy, doesn't it? Maybe you're rushing to an appointment, or you just don't feel hungry first thing, or perhaps you think skipping a meal will help with managing your weight. But for us, as we gracefully age, skipping that morning meal can actually do more harm than good. When you skip breakfast, your body goes into a kind of mini starvation mode. It slows down your metabolism, trying to conserve energy, which paradoxically can make it harder to manage your weight in the long run. Plus, by the time lunch rolls around, you're often absolutely ravenous, leading you to overeat or make less than healthy choices because you're so hungry. Beyond just hunger, missing breakfast can leave you feeling foggy, sluggish, and unable to concentrate. Your brain needs fuel, especially after a night's fast. And that first meal provides the glucose it needs to function optimally. It's like trying to drive your car without putting any petrol in the tank. You just won't get very far. What's more, regularly skipping breakfast can lead to nutrient deficiencies over time. If you're missing out on essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber from your morning meal, it's hard to make up for it later in the day, especially if you're not eating large, nutrient-dense meals at other times. So, what should you do instead of skipping? The simple answer is eat something, even if it's small. Something is always better than nothing. Think about quick, easy options that offer a good blend of nutrients. A small handful of almonds and a piece of fruit like an apple or a banana can be a perfect grab-and-go option. Or perhaps a hard-boiled egg with a slice of whole-grain toast. The key is to break that overnight fast with something that signals to your body that it's time to re-engage. Fire up your metabolism and provide your brain with the energy it needs. It doesn't have to be a grand feast. It just needs to be consistent and nourishing. Now, let's move on to the second common mistake. And this one often hides in plain sight, relying on sugary, processed cereals and pastries. These are the quick, convenient options that often seem so appealing on a busy morning. A bowl of colorful cereal, a frosted donut, or a flaky croissant. They might taste good in the moment, but they are absolutely loaded with refined carbohydrates and added sugars. When you eat these, your blood sugar levels skyrocket very quickly, giving you a sudden burst of energy. But what goes up fast comes down even faster. This rapid drop in blood sugar leaves you feeling tired, irritable, and often craving even more sugar to get that energy back. It's a vicious cycle that sets you up for an energy roller coaster throughout the day. Beyond the energy crash, a breakfast high in sugar and refined carbs offers very little in terms of lasting nutrients. They're often stripped of their fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing, meaning you're filling up on empty calories that don't truly nourish your body or keep you feeling full. This lack of satiety means you'll be hungry again sooner, leading to more snacking and potentially weight gain over time. Instead of these sugar bombs, Focus on whole grains and natural sweetness. Think about a bowl of traditional rolled oats, not the instant, flavored kind, cooked with water or unsweetened milk. You can then add your own healthy toppings, like fresh berries for natural sweetness and antioxidants, a sprinkle of nuts or seeds for healthy fats and protein, or a touch of cinnamon for flavor and blood sugar benefits. Another fantastic option is whole grain toast topped with something more substantial than jam. Consider mashed avocado, which provides healthy fats and fiber, or a spread of cottage cheese for protein. Even a simple slice of whole grain bread with a nut butter and a few banana slices can be a much better choice than a sugary cereal. The goal here is to provide your body with slow-releasing energy that keeps you feeling fuller for longer, without the dramatic blood sugar spikes and crashes. It's about building a foundation for stable energy throughout your morning. Now that we've discussed the pitfalls of skipping breakfast and the sugary cereal trap, let's talk about some other common missteps that can derail your morning. Moving on to our third mistake. And this one is a sneaky one because it often comes disguised as a healthy choice, falling for the low-fat lie, especially when it means high sugar. For years, we were told that fat was the enemy, that low-fat products were the key to good health and weight management. So, many of us dutifully reached for low-fat yogurts, muffins, and even cereals, thinking we were doing ourselves a favor. The problem is, when you take the fat out of food, you often take a lot of the flavor and texture with it to make these low-fat items palatable. Manufacturers often load them up with sugar, artificial sweeteners, or refined starches. So, you might be avoiding healthy fats, but you're getting a huge dose of added sugar, which, as we discussed, causes blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, and contributes to weight gain and inflammation. Just like those sugary cereals, these low-fat, high-sugar products also tend to be far less satisfying. Fat is crucial for satiety. It helps you feel full and stay full. When you remove it, you're left feeling hungry sooner, leading to more snacking and a general feeling of not being truly nourished. What to eat instead? Embrace healthy, full-fat options in moderation. For example, instead of low-fat fruit-flavored yogurt, choose plain, full-fat Greek yogurt. The full-fat version is incredibly satisfying and provides more of those healthy fats that are good for your brain and overall well-being. You can then add your own natural sweetness with fresh berries, a drizzle of honey, or a sprinkle of chopped nuts. If you enjoy a spread on your toast, opt for a thin layer of real butter or a natural nut butter, which provides healthy fats and protein, rather than highly processed, low-fat spreads that might contain hidden sugars or unhealthy oils. It's about choosing real, whole foods that naturally contain healthy fats, rather than processed versions that have been stripped and then artificially enhanced. These healthy fats are essential for hormone production, vitamin absorption, and keeping your brain sharp. This brings us directly to our fourth common mistake: not getting enough protein in your breakfast. As we age, maintaining muscle mass becomes increasingly important. It's not just about looking strong. Muscle mass is crucial for metabolism, balance, bone health, and overall mobility. This natural decline in muscle mass, called sarcopenia, can be significantly slowed down and even reversed by making sure you get enough protein throughout your day, and especially at breakfast. Many traditional breakfast foods, like toast or fruit, are low in protein. If your breakfast consists primarily of carbohydrates, you'll likely feel hungry again much sooner, and you'll be missing out on a vital nutrient for muscle repair and growth. Protein takes longer to digest, keeping you feeling fuller and more satisfied for longer, which can help prevent those mid-morning snack cravings. It also helps stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing the energy roller coaster. So, how do you boost your breakfast protein? Eggs are a fantastic source. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or in an omelet with some vegetables. They are incredibly versatile and packed with high-quality protein. Greek yogurt, as mentioned, is another protein powerhouse, A cup can contain twice the protein of regular yogurt. Cottage cheese is also an excellent option, either plain or mixed with fruit. If you prefer plant-based options, consider adding a scoop of plant-based protein powder to a smoothie, or incorporating tofu scramble into your breakfast. Even a slice or two of lean turkey or chicken breast can be a good addition if you enjoy a savory breakfast. The goal is to aim for at least 20-30 grams of protein at your first meal to really kickstart your metabolism and support your muscles for the day ahead. And finally, for this section, our fifth mistake often goes hand in hand with fearing fats not incorporating enough healthy fats into your breakfast. For too long, dietary advice demonized all fats, leading many of us to avoid them entirely. However, the science has evolved, and we now understand that healthy fats are absolutely vital, especially as we age. They are essential for brain health, supporting cognitive function, memory, and mood. Your brain is mostly made of fat, and it needs a consistent supply of good fats to perform at its best. Healthy fats also help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which are crucial for bone health, immunity, and overall vitality. Furthermore, as we touched on earlier, fats contribute significantly to satiety. They slow down digestion, keeping you feeling full and satisfied for much longer than a carb-heavy meal, helping to prevent overeating later in the day. So, what are these healthy fats? And how can you add them to your breakfast? Avocados are a star here. Mash some on whole grain toast, add slices to an omelet, or blend a quarter into your smoothie for a creamy texture and a dose of monounsaturated fats. Nuts and seeds are another excellent source. A small handful of walnuts, almonds, chia seeds, or flax seeds added to your oatmeal. Yogurt or smoothie provides omega-3s, fiber, and protein, along with beneficial fats. A drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over your eggs or even on some whole grain toast can also boost your healthy fat intake. Don't be afraid of the fat in eggs or full-fat dairy products. These are natural, wholesome sources. The key is to choose unprocessed, natural sources of fat and to consume them in sensible portions. By including these healthy fats, you're not just adding calories, you're adding essential nutrients that nourish your body from the inside out, providing sustained energy and supporting critical bodily functions. Next, we'll dive into our final common breakfast mistake, and then we'll wrap everything up with some encouraging words and that surprising tip I mentioned. Our sixth and final breakfast mistake, which is surprisingly common, is relying heavily on sugary fruit juices instead of eating whole fruits. Many of us grew up with the idea that a glass of orange juice or apple juice at breakfast was a healthy way to start the day, an easy way to get our vitamins. While fruit juice does contain some vitamins, it's fundamentally different from eating a whole piece of fruit. When you juice fruit, you strip away most of the fiber. Fiber is incredibly important, especially for seniors, as it aids digestion, helps regulate blood sugar, and contributes to a feeling of fullness. Without that fiber, what you're essentially left with is a glass of concentrated sugar water. This liquid sugar hits your bloodstream very quickly, causing the same kind of blood sugar spike and subsequent crash that you get from sugary cereals or pastries. This means you'll feel hungry again sooner, leading to more cravings and less stable energy throughout your morning. Plus, it's much easier to consume a large amount of sugar from juice than from whole fruit. Think about how many oranges it takes to make one glass of orange juice. You'd never eat that many whole oranges in one sitting. Instead of juice, opt for whole fruits. A vibrant bowl of fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries is packed with antioxidants, fiber, and natural sweetness. An apple or a pear, with their skins on, provides wonderful fiber and vitamins. A banana is a fantastic source of energy and potassium. If you really enjoy a liquid component to your breakfast, consider a homemade smoothie. By blending whole fruits, you retain all the beneficial fiber, You can then supercharge your smoothie by adding a handful of spinach you won't even taste it, a scoop of protein powder, some chia seeds for omega-3s, or a dollop of plain Greek yogurt for extra protein and calcium. This way, you get all the goodness of the fruit, plus additional nutrients, and the fiber keeps your blood sugar stable and keeps you feeling full and satisfied. It's a truly nourishing way to hydrate and get a burst of vitamins without the sugar rush. So, we've talked through 6 common breakfast mistakes that might be holding you back: skipping breakfast entirely, getting caught in the sugary cereal trap, falling for the low-fat, high-sugar deception, not fueling up with enough protein, shying away from healthy fats, and mistakenly choosing sugary juices over whole fruits. By making simple shifts in these areas, opting for whole foods, prioritizing protein and healthy fats, and choosing fibrous fruits, you're not just changing what you eat, you're changing how you feel, how much energy you have, and how well your body and mind perform throughout the day. Remember, small changes can truly make a big difference to your health and happiness, especially as we navigate the journey of aging. You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start by choosing just 1 or 2 of these swaps that feel most manageable for you, and gradually build from there. Maybe it's swapping your morning juice for a handful of berries, or adding an egg to your toast. Every positive step you take is a win for your well-being. It's about nourishing your body with intention and kindness, giving it the right building blocks to thrive. And now, for that surprising tip I promised at the beginning, something many people don't often consider when thinking about breakfast, but it can have a profound impact, especially on your cognitive function and long-term vitality. You might be surprised how much your breakfast impacts your brain's performance and memory throughout the day. Beyond just energy levels, the surprising tip is to consistently incorporate specific brain-boosting compounds into your morning meal with minimal effort. While all the advice we've given helps, actively adding omega-3 fatty acids and powerful antioxidants can specifically support your memory and combat mental fogginess. Simply adding a spoonful of ground flaxseed or chia seeds to your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothie, or tossing a handful of walnuts into your breakfast bowl instantly boosts your omega-3s, which are vital for brain cell health and for antioxidants. Make those berries your best friend. Blueberries, in particular, are little powerhouses for brain health. It's these consistent, small additions of these targeted nutrients that can quietly work wonders on your cognitive clarity and memory over time, surprising you with how much sharper and more focused you feel. It's not just about fuel for your body, it's about giving your brain the premium fuel it deserves to keep you sharp and engaged. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you made any of these breakfast mistakes? What are your favorite healthy breakfast swaps? Share your experiences and tips in the comments below, because your insights could help someone else in our wonderful community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more practical advice on living your best life at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Here's to many more vibrant, energetic mornings. Live your best life at every age.